Looks like my life is running lazy, and welcome back to Comic Studio. Hello, everybody, and welcome back for like anything as well. And where today we're gonna be checking out Rooms, the Core Alert Comic Studio, and especially that we're going to be making for a lot of things as well, for such as Minecraft mashup, including the funny details as well, coming up next as well, including the Rooms Ideas Wiki version, but I'm not pretty sure that we already checked it out for anything as well. So let's get into for the core Alert Comic Studio. Isn't going to be for that a little bit much fun as well. So there must be a few more variants, and I guess that we're going to be scammed a little bit as well, for such as a minor scam for a little bit as well. So let's show up some spoilers, and the updated added for A200, and ZZ's got removed for legally for as well, for probably for anything as well. So there must be for the removed entities, and looks like for some kind of goobas, looks like for some sort of monster face are coming to eat you as well. So remember into the description last Halloween when we just saw this as well for anything as well. This is the correlate for everything like anything as well. So the sections could be the A, C, N sections, V variants, the V section, the X section, and the Z variants. Like the C variants, like those things. The maintainers and OCs could be Sparka 955. And mods and difficulties isn't pretty much as well. And it should be going to be for ZZs as well. So we're starting in the A sections, starting in A25, A40, A60, A70, A90, A110, A200, and only one is the C12. Another one is the N10. Could be for some sort of an unknown monster. There are no V variants as well, including the X section. Except the Z variants, it must be the Z60, the Z60, and finally the A72, like the removed variants. More sprites isn't going to be some more as well, including the backgrounds, but we're not very sure. Everything is always nothing. That's right, it's probably nothing as well. So, we're gonna be headed for some kind of Five Nights at Freddy's. And that must be aren't nothing to do this like anyways as well. As we're going to be added for some studio crossovers such as Five Nights at Freddy's. But I'll be right back and we're going to be see the results a little bit sooner as well. That must be for the Battle for Dream Island, as well for the monstrous thing as well. So let's do for the 5 nights at Freddy's. So even for around here, as we're starting over here for some kind of 5 nights at Freddy's house as well. So even it's gonna be scary that before like this. And even for some sort of like the dark monsters before here. So I cannot believe it, that must where we find around as well. Starting in the vent could be for like this, or even we're going to be showing up for a whole event situation that some kind of monsters will come a little bit for anything as well. So another one could be Scott Games or a fan content. Isn't gonna be pretty exist or anything as well. The fan content could be for around here. 5 nights at Candies, or possibly that we're going to be doing, such as a little bit for right here. There must be a little bit for many more of those things. And for some kind of more 5 nights at Candies things as well. The dark rooms as well. Even for, I really don't think this isn't going to be for a security office. And there should be for the 1 night at Flumpty's. Could be for this. or eventually it must be going to be for really dark moments as well. So this is absolutely for One Night at Flumpty's 2. There must be something as a dark event, One Night at Flumpty's 3. I'm not very sure that the images won't be appearing so fast. So let's get back into Five Nights at Freddy's. But we're pretty possibly that we're going to be doing for some kind of a little bit twisted as well. Even though there must be some sort of monsters as well. Or kind of like the roads. Or anything as really possible. I'm pretty sure that we're running out of time as well. That I might going to be right back at this video. As pretty sooner as possible. There's some kind of a little bit of those things as well. So I'll be at it here for the monsters to come. And I might able to be added for some monsters as well, even for this time. After we added some kind of monsters around here in the darkness area from the void, like those things, we added some kind of Cookie Run characters and the police officers from Henry Stickmin. Of course, that must be for some kind of like the officers from Henry Stickmin series, like from over here, or something kind of these things as well. Even like for the unknown shadows of those monstrosity like these things, because their monsters are gonna be in the vents, including for some kind of hallways, and even kind of a little bit of stuff as well, like the monsters as well. So starting here as espresso cookie, being frightened by this monster, or some kind of a little bit as well from those A variants like the A40 over here, or some kind of Z60 is what is absolutely going to be for around here. The A60 could be from around anywhere. The A25 is over here, including the A60 over here. And especially like those monsters from here could be for the N selections as well. The A40 is absolutely over here, and these monsters from the rooms, from other kinds like those things, from the rooms, distorted edition around here as well. Even like the B section could be for around here, including for one monster from the A section over here, because they're surrounded by monsters. Because looks like Bell Pepper Cookie and Onion Cookie have been trapped by these monsters. They will refuse to get out, but they might going to get caught by some sort of monsters as well. And also they are probably for some sort of a strategy as well. And also we added Custard Soldiers and Almond Cookie, who might going to be for try to fight down monsters as well. Even for one frightened Custard Soldier was being looked at for some sort of B variants or some kind of like monsters as well as blue. Even like the officers are on our way and try to apprehend it like the monsters as well. Even for that in events or some kind of going to be completing the mission from not instead of those things, there must be another case that the monsters has just going to sneak in and have a monstrous kill party as like anything as well. And that will be it for this video. And especially we added from any kinds of those characters, including monsters, by using studio crossovers as well. And we're not able to be seeing for the user comics or like anything as well, but probably that must be the core alerts. It's really even possible, like the dark rooms as well. There's no reactor over here, like anything is really possible as well. And thankfully that will be the end of this video. So if you'd like to check it out of this comic studio, you have to be at age of 18. That is going to be in description to read this warning first before you're going to be checking out of this comic studio anyways. And also the most recommendation could be for the main website itself in order to browse some comics, but it contains for some ad pop-ups for some any kinds of unknown reasons for some kind of illegal sponsors like those things. So nothing whatever isn't going to be for concludes like ad pop-outs as well. But unfortunately that Syrupy isn't going to be responding that even for it no. But it's not going to be what it is that we're going to be talking about for this even later on in the future as well. And that will be it, as thanks for watching, for all your support, as I'll be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio viewers, and for some many more of those other countries like the viewers all later as well, or even the Comic Studio users, probably all later to be see you in the next 2 days.